Hi guys, Savannah here. I'm going to teach you how to do this very simple Hades costume. All that you're going to need is some face paints and some hairspray, as well as some colored spray for your hair. And I promise that the rest is very simple. I will take you through it. All you need is a day and just a bit of creativity and you can do it, I promise. Now to do your hair, all that you're going to really want to do is, my hair is sort of short, about shoulder length. I curled it beforehand and then I teased it and sprayed it up into this beehive kind of look. You kind of start from the center of your head and just start piling and twirling the hair and wait for like the very end to pull the front so that it can be the prettiest. The bottom back, you kind of don't have to worry about being quite as pretty because more people are going to be focused on the front of your head. Then what you want to do is use two colors of hair color spray. I got these for $2 at Walmart, or I think the other one was like at Target. And you want to get a dark blue and like a teal blue or a light blue, just depending on what you can get your hands on. One thing with the teal blue is that if you have blonde hair like me, it kind of turns your hair a little bit green. So I had to use a little bit more to make it a very blue color. And then you want to just do the base, the dark blue to make it look like flames, the top, the lighter blue to make it look like the top of the flames, just like Hades.
Do this in a well-ventilated area and make sure that you're shaking the can really well before you start spraying. To create the ombre look, do the two halves of the colors that you want, and then over the middle area, just go over with both colors lightly to kind of create that ombre effect. Don't wear your costume during this process as it can stain it for the night. Wet wipes are a great option to remove the extra that has gotten on your skin, and at the end of the night, I promise it washes out really easily. Just maybe shampoo twice. What you need for this is a face painting kit, a sponge, some assorted brushes, and some water and a spritz for water, as well as some eyelashes, and you're set. Start with your gray, use your sponge, and put the gray all over your face. This just takes a little bit of time because you want to blend evenly. And to initially put the paint on, you can kind of smear it, but eventually you want to start dabbing to get it so it's even and looks nice. Now to get it back on the back side of your neck, I didn't worry too much about that as I was just doing it for the tutorial, but you may need to grab someone to help you get back by your hairline and the bottom of your neck. Now get a paintbrush and some of the blue, the darker blue color, and you're going to go under your eyes and also above the crease in your eyes. Now don't worry about blending at this moment, you just want to get some color down. Now also, you want to do your lips. I upturn the corners and later I actually turn them down, so you can choose what you like better. I feel like Hades is more often having a temper tantrum and frowning than he is smiling, that's why I changed it later on. The top lip, however, is almost black with the bottom lip being blue. Now grab your sponge and now this is when you can blend your eyeshadow. You also want to add some definition to your face. Now I'm going to show you two kinds of definition. So right now I'm going to do the more subtle definition. You can choose which style you like better. Now to do your eyebrows, start where your natural eyebrow starts and then move it up and extend it above where your natural eyebrow is because Hades is always having those temper tantrums. He's going to have angrier eyebrows. Also, Hades has a very thin nose, very long nose, and so I'm adding some subtle contours and elongating that by lightening the center. Don't forget that he has a widow's peak. Add some black eyeliner along the top of your eye. You don't need to extend it into a cat eyeliner, just keep it on your lids. And I added some gray to my eyelids as well to make it very defined. And just let that dry. Don't forget to add fake eyelashes because this is such a bold look. You want to make sure you've got some fake eyelashes to compete with your bold makeup. Let me know if you need a tutorial on how to do this. Don't forget to apply mascara to your bottom lashes, and if you have yellow contacts to pair with this costume, that is going to look the best. Here I'm using a sponge brush to add in some extra contouring. Now this is what I was talking about where I'm showing you two looks. So now I'm showing you a bit more extreme or darker contouring to really make this outfit look a lot like Hades. So he has some really awesome cheekbones and a really long nose, so I went ahead and added extra blue to those areas to really make it look like him. I'm also adding in his swirled chin, as well as using the blue to give it a solid line of definition. Now to really make the contouring pop, don't forget to go back over and lighten the area with your gray or even a white. Now here is where I've decided that I don't want upturned lips. I want to be sort of frowning and upset because as we know, nothing goes according to plan for Hades. So I go ahead and make the adjustments I need by covering up the old work with gray. And you can cover up any mistakes that you make or use water and completely erase them and start from scratch. I also change my bottom lip a little bit. I try to make it look a little more square because that's what his is like in the movie.
That's how you make your Hades look. I promise the hardest part is actually going to be your hair and your makeup. The costume is going to be the easiest part, and I'll go over that right now. So the costume, all you need is a gray t-shirt. He wears a gray t-shirt. He has like a little bit of embellishment here, but as this is a last minute easy costume, we're not going to worry about that. If you have the time, you could use like 3D paint, fabric paint, and actually put the lines on there that are on his t-shirt. The other thing you're going to want is either a black tank top and black pants, or this is what I have, and I think this looks the best, is a black maxi dress, because his outfit is a toga that goes all the way to the floor. So if you have one of those, that'd be the best. And then his is actually an one sleeve, and so you can just take yours and tuck it underneath, and you can even like safety pin it if it's got some extra fabric. And then the safety pin will hide under your armpit, and you won't even be able to tell that you've removed one of the sleeves. And the last thing that you're going to want is his skull insignia that goes right here on his toga. Now, this was actually a lot simpler to create than you might think. Use what you've got on hand. So if it's cardboard, use cardboard. What I had on hand was this brown foam kind of sheet of foam that I got from the craft store. You could get it in actual gray. I didn't have gray tonight. I had brown. So I used a little bit of black, a little bit of gray, and a little bit of super, super light gray to then paint the design onto here. And it's such a simple design. I mean, think about it. It's lines, 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 and then half circles kind of for the eyes. Super simple. Then what you want to do is have your hot glue gun ready and, you know, put some glue on the back of it. And then if you have a little, I have a little like brooch clip for my jewelry. If you have one of those, that's the best thing to attach it to because it'd be easiest. But you can also use a safety pin if you have it, or you could even, if you really want to be clever, you can even get a paper clip and super glue just the back half of it so that the top half would be available. Does that make sense? Can you see that? And then you could like pin it onto your shirt. So that's like if you have nothing else in your house and all you have is paper clips, you can even use them. So just be creative and use what you've got on hand to make this costume. I promise it's very, very simple. And that's it. Once it's pinned to your shirt, you are set and ready to go and have a great time at your Halloween festivities. So I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope that you like this unique idea for a costume.
If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it and subscribe to me. You can also follow